Hey you guys, it's Kristen and welcome back to my channel. It is finally March, you guys. So excited. My birthday is March 8th, so I'm super excited. It's in a few days, so stick around for all the birthday fun that I may or may not have on my channel. I don't know if I'm gonna do a birthday video. I'm probably gonna do a birthday book haul because I'm most definitely getting some books for my birthday. So today I'm here to do my March TBR. I have 8 books to talk to you guys about today. I just choose a few books. Like, I know I'm probably gonna read more than 8 books. Like, I average way more than 8 books a month, but this is just 8 books that I really want to get to this month. I don't want to pick more than that because I don't want to try to like force myself to stick to it, because I'm a mood reader, and 9 times out of 10 if I pick a big list of books, I'm not even gonna get to most of them. So I just picked a few that I definitely know I really want to get to soon. So without further ado, let's just hop on into all the stories. The first book on my TBR is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. If you don't know, I am rereading this series this year. It's one of my goals is to reread the entire Harry Potter series. I read Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone in January, and I ended up not reading another Harry Potter book in February. So in March, I want to pick back up with Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. I'm trying to decide if I want to go out and buy the illustrated edition of this book, because I really want to get my hands on the illustrated editions, and I know that they have the first 3 in the illustrated editions, and then Goblet of Fire is coming out in October in the illustrated editions. So I'm trying to decide if I want to just read the copy I have or go pick up the illustrated editions and try it out. So we'll see. The next book that I have on my TBR is Rich People Problems by Kevin Kwan, and this is the 3rd and final book in the Crazy Rich Asians trilogy, which I read last year. Well, I read the first 2 last year, and I don't know, for some reason after the second one I just stopped reading, and I never went out and bought the 3rd one. So I recently went and bought it, and now I just want to go ahead and read this to finish out the series, because I really enjoyed the first couple books and I can't wait to see how it ends. Speaking of finishing series, the next book that I want to get to is Ruin and Rising by Leigh Bardugo. I started reading the Grisha trilogy because King of Scars came out in January, and I wanted to, well, first I wanted to get through the series before King of Scars came out, but then I didn't. So here I am still reading the Grisha trilogy. I read Six Crows duology first and loved it, and I'm not really enjoying the Grisha trilogy nearly as much as I enjoy Six Crows, but I want to go ahead and finish it. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this so I can get to my reread of Six Crows and then King of Scars. So the next book I want to read in March is Fallen Kingdoms by Morgan Rhodes. This is a high fantasy series that just concluded last year. I think there are like 7 or 8 books in this series, and I never really started it. Not for any particular reason, just never started it. And last year when the last book came out, I decided I might as well go ahead and start this since the whole series is out, and if I do like it, I can go ahead and binge the whole series since the whole thing's completed. So that's the next book I'm going to try to get to. I don't know anything about the series besides it's high fantasy and it's YA, and that's all I kind of want to know about it. I just want to go into it with no expectations and knowing nothing about it. The next book is a book that I have had on my TBR for months and months and months. I bought this book a while ago and I just haven't read it, and I randomly decided that I kind of want to go ahead and pick this up. I heard really good things about it, and that is Warcraft by Marie Lu. The reason I think I haven't picked this up yet is because I've heard kind of negative things about the second book in this duology, which is Wildcard, I think. I've heard people really love this one, but then don't really like Wildcard, and I kind of didn't want to pick it up if I'm not gonna like the second book, but then again, I may like the second book. So just the negative reviews of Wildcard have kind of stopped me from picking this book up, but I'm ready to give it a shot. This is a sci-fi novel about this game that's really popular. I think it's like a virtual reality game, and something's going on, like some illegal activity is happening in this game, so the creator of the game hires this girl to figure out what's going on. Moving on to the next book that I want to get to, that is Spinning Silver by Naomi Novik. This is an adult fantasy novel. I believe it's, well, I want to say it's kind of a standalone, but I know it has a companion novel called Uprooted, but I heard that they don't really relate, besides the fact that they're in the same fantasy world and you can read them in whatever order. So I've heard great things about Spinning Silver, and I really want to get to this. This is a Rumpelstiltskin retelling, which is great because I love Rumpelstiltskin. He's like my favorite character on the TV show Once Upon a Time. If you don't know, Rumpelstiltskin can turn straw into gold. He can weave it into gold. So this book is about a girl who, I think her father has some kind of debts, and she learns how to turn silver into gold, and this catches the attention of the king and things happen. And I don't really know anything else about this book, but I'm really excited to give it a try because I've heard nothing but great things about it. The next book that I want to get to is yet another fantasy, surprise, surprise, and that is The Crown's Game by Evelyn Skye. This is, I want to say a duology. I think this is a duology. I think the second book's called The Crown's Fate, but this is a duology that is set in like a Russian fantasy land. I think it's set in Russia, but it's a fantasy series. I've heard this book compared to The Night Circus, which is a book that I read last year and really enjoyed, and it's similar to that in the fact that this is a book about these two magic users who are competing against each other for some kind of prize and some kind of competition. So that's all I really know about this. I've heard great things, so gotta give it a try. The last book on my March TBR is one of my most anticipated books of 2019, and that is A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Bridget Kimmerer. Did I say that right? Kimmerer. Ooh, the more I say it, the worse it gets. Kimmerer. Bridget Kimmerer. It just sounds like I'm saying it wrong. Whatever. This book is a fantasy book. It's a Beauty and the Beast retelling, and that's all I know about it. I feel like I've been giving like the least informative synopsises ever in this video, so sorry about that. The main character has cerebral palsy, so there's representation here for that, if that interests you. And this is definitely the first book I'm going to pick up this month. I'm only like 10 pages in, but I started reading this morning, and I'm super excited for it. So that's it, you guys. Those are just some of the books that I'm planning to get to this month. Let me know down below if you've read any of these books or you're planning to read any of these books this month, and your opinions if you have read them. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.